looking for the Buffaloes. They ain't hard to find. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Nittany Lions' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Colorado. Offense will have the first possession of the game. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live, so he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
I love the offense coming out, being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season. You see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's complete. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Lewis to throw. Finds his tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Gambit.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Miller. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Nittany Lions are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Give to the running back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This defense had a beat on him. They were aggressive. They were getting in the backfield, playing run. Almost got the safety.
Man, he barely got it out there initially. I thought they'd tackled him in the end zone. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start and try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Lewis wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Buffaloes are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on him. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease. Off coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
and they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Lewis to throw. Got the back over the middle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on! Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Jacobs.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Man, what a great job by the defense. Seeing the bubble, reacting to it right now. And what do? You got to make open field tackles when that bubble gets there. Nice job by the defense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He'll start this drive going to the air. Throwing right. Makes a connection. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on 1st down from the 40. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They're working that left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Lewis wants to pass. This breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Jacobs. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Moore. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Leaves it with the running back. Got room at the 35. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Lewis to throw. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Bucks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got the first down and more. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. He's not a burner or anything, but he's got enough about him that he can run and hurt you at times.
Yeah, he's sneaky fast, isn't he? It seems like he's not moving too well, but he's definitely going faster than what he looks. And this defense, they're finding that out right now.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Denmark. Touchdown, Penn State! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. There he goes! The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Once he got some room, it was over.
Number 25.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Lewis to throw. And it's picked off for the third time.